Hi, I'm Reggie Cook, a contract compliance specialist with the Minnesota Department of Transportation, Office of Civil Rights. Today, I'm going to walk through the process of completing a workforce plan. The workforce plan helps contractors reach workforce employment goals for women and people of color on highway construction projects. These goals, established by the Minnesota Department of Human Rights, are applied on a county-by-county basis. The workforce employment goals are designed to do three things. 1. Reduce employment barriers. 2. Respond to demographic shifts. And 3. Ready the state for a workforce shortage. The apparent low bidder is required to complete and submit the workforce plan to MnDOT OCR if the low bid is $5 million or more. It should be returned within 5 days of the letting date. Keep in mind, we may request additional information before the contract is approved and awarded.
Hi, I'm Joe Castillo, a contract compliance specialist with MnDOT's Office of Civil Rights. Now we'll take a closer look at the workforce plan. It will be sent via email the same day the low bids are announced. Page 1 is the project information form, which must be completed by the apparent low bidder. Page 2 is the contractor workforce commitment form, which must be completed by all contractors with labor hours on the project, including the apparent low bidder. Page 3 is the workforce hours project overview form. We're going to focus on the bottom of page 2, the contractor workforce commitment form, which we need filled out as accurately as possible. In addition to displaying the workforce employment goals for women and people of color for the project, the workforce goals section of the contractor workforce commitment form shows 2 tables. Your company's committed total hours, hours needed for your company to reach goals. In the committed total hours table, the apparent low bidder or subcontractors will provide realistic projections of labor hours for multiple categories. As for figures in the hours needed table, they will auto-populate, so the apparent low bidder or subcontractor will see the number of hours needed to satisfy the workforce goals for women and people of color. It's important to understand that only on-site trade workers or those subject to prevailing wage will count towards the workforce goals. In other words, office managers, workers, supervisors, and engineers do not count. What if the workforce commitment goals aren't met? If the workforce commitment goals aren't met, the apparent low bidder or subcontractor will need to list specific actions they plan to take within the next 12 months to recruit, train, and retrain women and people of color. Dates and timelines should be provided whenever possible. Some acceptable actions or responses include specific career fairs, specific referral programs, specific community-based training or outreach, targeted advertising. Incomplete or vague actions or responses should be avoided. For example, listing career fairs, "We are an EEO employer, we regularly hire women and minorities" are all insufficient. We want to know when, why, and how. Once the plan is complete, it should be emailed to the listed contract compliance specialist, who is also available to answer any questions you might have during the process. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and thank you for helping Minnesota build a more diverse and stronger workforce.